Hey everyone, immigration rules are getting tougher, and in 2025, a lot of people might find themselves at risk of deportation. Let's talk business. Today, I will share critical strategies to help you avoid becoming a scapegoat in the system. Stick around because we are going to dive into how to maintain your hours, follow the rules, and get those renewal applications approved. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Now let's talk about 2025, the reality of 2025, why you should be concerned. Now let's face it, the immigration system is under a microscope right now. Governments are cracking down on rule breakers, and guess what? People are being used as examples to scare others. I'm talking about deportations happening over minor mistakes. People being taken back home, missing documents, exceeding work hours, or failing to reapply on time. This isn't fear mongering, it's the truth. If you're in this country as a temporary resident, whether on a work permit, study permit, or visa, you must take this seriously. Now, let's get into actionable steps you need to take to protect yourself. The first strategy is maintain your hours. International students are being allowed to work 24 hours a week now. Now, take note of this. Do not try to cheat the system. Don't try to do more than your hours. Already, your employers know that international students are supposed to work 24 hours per week. But let me tell you something. Your employers do not care about you. They do not care about you. And that's one thing you should note. If you decide to work more hours, they are actually going to allow you to work more hours. I mean, some of the employers anyway. They're actually going to allow you to work more hours. And that is also going to affect you. You have to put yourself first. I know we all need money, but sometimes it's very important we take our time and then get money at the right time. Because if you decide that because of money you are going to break the rules, then this same money is going to make you be taken back home. So that is one thing you should note. Now you should know that the system tracks everything now. Employers are being required to report your hours. But anyways, people don't do that. Okay? And so one thing you should notice that IRCC can really decide to go through the system and check those who are working more hours. So make sure that if you are not, there's no system that keeps track of your working hours, then get a tracking app to actually track your working hours. Make sure you talk to your employer and ensure that they understand your limits. If you need any extra income, try to find legal ways of gaining money. One way you can do that is trying to get jobs on campus. You can talk to, University of Manitoba, we have a particular department meant for helping students gain jobs and everything on campus and off campus. So one thing you should note is that you can talk to them, you can talk to your schools, work as a student, department or something, and then they can help you probably secure a job on campus, just so you don't end up getting into trouble for working more hours. Now the second strategy, reapply early and get your documents in order. One thing that people forget to do is that they know their visa is expiring, but they wait till when it's a month to the expiring date before they apply. And sometimes I wonder, IRCC is never going to penalize you for applying 3 months to the time that your visa is expiring or your study permit is expiring. Maybe they might take longer to respond to you, but they are never going to penalize you. And so one thing you should notice that you should reapply on time. For your study permit extension applications, reapply on time. For your visas, reapply on time. Just so you avoid, being in the system without having a legal status. It's actually a very, very bad thing. I wouldn't pray for my enemy to even be in that situation. It can be very nerve-wracking. And so one thing you should know is that there's always a checklist when you're applying. I'm actually going to shoot a video where I talk about how to, I'm going to show you how to apply for study permit extension and for visa application. But one thing you should note is that there's always a checklist. Most of these checklist documents are your passport, your study permit itself, like the present study permit, your proof of employment or enrollment for renewals, and other documents like that. Most of the time, they ask for your enrollment letter. Please, there are situations where people forgot to actually upload their enrollment letters and they were denied. And so make sure that you upload your enrollment letter, and then you do everything that they've asked you, all the checklists in the application. You make sure that you actually upload them. It is very, very important. And if you are rejected, please do not panic. Appeal or reapply immediately. You can get the help of a lawyer. There are a lot of immigration lawyers. Even if it's not an immigration lawyer, you can seek the help of a lawyer. Most lawyers are able to do all those other areas. I mean, they can do immigration applications, study permit applications, and everything. You can see a lawyer. Now remember, it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. Make sure you have all your documentations and make sure that you apply early. For me, I will recommend 3 months before the expiry of your study permit or your study visa. Now the third strategy is to follow every rule, no matter how small. Let's calm down and think about something. Some people feel like, oh, this immigration thing doesn't have anything on me. I can actually break it. Nobody will do anything. All those kind of things. People feel like all those little rules in Canada are just a joke. They are not a joke. Now, let me tell you something. The system can track you down when you break the rule. If you are a student, make sure that you are obeying all the Canadian rules. One thing you should know is that immigration systems thrive on rules, and breaking even a small one can cost you everything. And here's what I mean. Driving without insurance or a proper license, that could flag you. Forgetting to update your address, another red flag. Working under the table, that's a big no. Don't ever try to actually do that. Now, the system is designed to enforce compliance. Don't give them a reason to doubt you. Be meticulous, follow every law, and avoid cutting corners. Remember, you are being watched, especially now. So now, why is scapegoating happening? Here's the harsh truth. When immigration policies tighten, authorities make examples of people to scare others into compliance. These scapegoats are often individuals who didn't follow the rules or made minor mistakes. You don't want to end up as a headline. Protect yourself. Sometimes you don't even end up as a headline because they don't even have time to even bring you in the newspapers for people to even see you and have pity on you. So one thing you should take note of is protect yourself by staying compliant, renewing on time, and keeping your record spotless. This isn't just about staying legal, it's about securing your future. We all have reasons why we came to Canada. We came to Canada for one thing. It could either be furthering your education and still getting the opportunity to work after school for a while before going back to your home country. Some people even want to stay permanently. We all have our own reasons for wanting to come to Canada to study. And so please make sure that you are compliant at all times. Never break the rules. Now listen, staying in Canada legally is about playing smart. Don't let small mistake cost you your future. Maintain your hours, follow every rule, and get those documents ready. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear this. And remember, this is your life, your future. Let's make it to success together. See you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.